Make sure that's pinned. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Alright, guys. Smash that like button on your way in. Just pulling up the live stream on my phone here really quickly. The live chat, should I say. So I can communicate with you guys. Gotta go to. But guys, while we're waiting for that, can you please smash that like button on your way in? It really does help. We got 12 likes so far.
Thinking about sending money.
Thinking about sending money. Okay. MC sealed with a big kiss. Thanks a lot, MC. It really does help. MC just sent us 8 euros. Well, 9 euros, guys. Thanks a lot, MC. You can find MC in the Discord as well, guys, under the name MC, of course. I'm hitting like regardless of what is said. Thank you for the team. Thank you for team. Thank you, team, for Ater. Of course, MC, we are going to make money along the way on multiple other stocks, which we call side plays. That is different than our. What's the strongest buy for Tuesday? I mean Thursday. I'm pretty sure my boy wants to talk about Thursday. The strongest buy for Thursday. Honestly, I'm expecting. Okay, let's go look at Ater. With Ater, guys, we've been right on the head with Ater every single day. Like I was telling you, 1910 is going to be approaching. Now, the strongest buy for tomorrow out of all the stocks I have called. You're looking for the highest gain tomorrow. You want to be in the stock. Ater is looking like Ater can see another at least 10% day. If you saw yesterday's rundown as well as the live stream, guys, you were aware that Ater was going to run. We went over all the numbers and all that together, and we'll do it again really quickly. Let's see what Ater has going on. Like I said, guys, that major buy alert I put out there was actually before Ater was $5. We got a $4.70 cost average. So we're sitting pretty good. As you can see here, we do see some institutional buy-ins, though. So expect those candles to exit. But seeing as though that Ater did a lot of trading along the VWAP on some stagnant trading, gives me a huge idea that we have nice support along $14.86. And I do not see us drawing back to those levels. Now, if we take a look here at the day chart, like I was telling you guys, when Ater saw this big jump, anyone that has been following the channel, you guys know I told you guys it was the day to be averaging down if you got caught in that 1910 area or 15s, guys. The 14th was the day to average down, even though you could have averaged down on the 17th as well for an even lower cost average. Okay, so we're gonna do Ivana FN wants us to do an analysis on AQST. Thanks for that super chat. It really does help the channel go a long way. Okay, so with that being said, Ivana FN. Black out the first. Who left? Black out the first. You're staying in 10%. We are above 25%. Yes. You know what I'm saying, Lucas? Tomorrow can see at least 10% gain on Ater. We don't want to call it too high because we have been seeing a lot of movement going on. But I hope you guys did take this alert when I called it. But to AQST, thanks for that super chat. It really does go a long way, guys. If you need a ticker spoke about and broke down in analyzed, all you have to do is drop that super chat and we can get a very good detail. Joshua says he gets better advice from my garbage man. I guess you guys, you let Josh have it. He's probably some hater because if your garbage man is giving you better stock plays than Ater at $4.70, I think I should be listening to your garbage man. In fact, Josh, if you get better advice from your garbage man, I don't even know why you're here. Why are you here, Josh? You want to troll me? Thanks, Josh, because your comment, whether it's good or bad, actually helps the YouTube algorithm recommend my videos to others. So if you really want to hurt me, just shut up and keep it moving. All right? Anytime you come in here and drop a thumbs down, in case you guys did not know, that actually helps the YouTube algorithm recommend our videos. Why? Because it is engagement. Whether you comment good or bad, it helps me out, Josh. So if you really want to do damage to me, I think you should just shut up and close your mouth. All right? Show your holdings. Josh want me to show my holdings, guys. Josh, you show yours. Josh, show yours. Josh, you know what? Josh, do you know I can hide you from the channel and no one will ever see your comments again? So if I was you, I would just stop. Just stop while you're ahead, Josh. Before you get, what do we call it? Put in time out. I tell Black Nicholson to pull the trigger. He loves doing it, Josh. So if you want to sit around and enjoy the speech that I have to say, I advise you to shut up, Josh. You know what, Josh? Everybody get on Josh's ass. Josh talking that shit. Everybody get on his ass. I'm with you all the way. It's probably those guys. You're with them all the way. Hey, George. It's a reason why people come to this channel. Because they love me. I think you guys love me. That's what it is. Josh loved me, y'all. But let's talk about this AQST. George, what's up? Oh, time out. Little baby stuff. Yeah, y'all keep commenting. Y'all helping YouTube recommend my video. Let's go, George. Keep doing that stuff. And if you guys see George or Josh talking crap, you guys let them have it. Because I know my subscribers are loyal. Not only that, I'm making people money, guys. I don't care what you got to say. Ater, Noro, I can go down the line. CEI, Kplt. Let's keep going, guys. There's so many plays I put out there. Guys, if you made money off any of my plays, drop the ticker down in the live stream so Josh can show his garbage man. Now, AQST, guys, back at it. We back at AQST. Okay, I gotta refresh my live stream really quickly, guys. I hate when this happens. I hate when it happens. AQST is closing at a key. It did close at a key. So, seeing as AQST did close the way that it did. Hold on, guys. I'm pulling up the live chat right now. Pulling up the live chat right now. Ater, CEI. Oh, it seems as though that we are making money. All these guys, your channel going down. Georgie. It's okay, Georgie. It's okay, George, to be mad, be a hater all your life, George. I mean, the stock market pays money to pay attention to it. Not me, Josh. Not me. But as you can see here, AQST did trade along the VWAP with the same type of style as you can see here. pattern. But going towards the end of the day, this is where the volume actually stopped coming in. We see this spotty trading. Anytime we see these little dots, very low trading in volume. As you can see here, only 564 shares. So this is a key indicator that today was most likely undervalued. Okay. Looking here at that low turnover rate, extreme low turnover rate, which kept this thing in the green. Looking here at the shares outstanding, isn't in too much of appeal to me personally. But let's go back to this really quickly. AQST is either going to break the support or resistance here pretty soon. As you can see here, both are closing in. George, what are you talking about? George, do you see all the comments people are dropping, the money that they made on the tickers that I called out there? Matter of fact, George, who is your favorite financial YouTuber? Let's hear it. Let's hear who George listens to, and we'll compare the plays. I hope it isn't an AMC guy that's telling you to just hold AMC. But look here, though, guys. At AQST, as you can see here, this resistance is closing in towards the support, which is giving us a huge indicator that what, guys, I know I taught you this plenty of times, and you guys know this already. The stock is either going to break through or break down. And looking here at this, we see a wide range from the low being $7 and the high being $28. It's a wide range of analyst prices. But as you can see here, 80% being a buy, 20% being a strong buy. Another miserable quote. You got that right, Black Nicholson. Just, you know what? Don't even mute him. Don't even put him in timeout. George is actually helping us out here, so with his comments, whether they're good or bad. But as you can see here, guys, back to the day chart on AQST. Like I was telling you guys yesterday when we went over this stock, it's in a downtrend. It's in a short stint downtrend. But looking at these 2 green days back to back, as you can see here, 350,000 shares was moved around. Today is 297. So we're undervalued on these days, but to see that it's mostly buying going on this undervalued day, let's take another look here at the order flow distribution to see where most of the buying is coming from. And it's coming from the small as well as the the small inflow, but that outflow, we see it 0.09, much higher, 3 times the inflows, large scale value. But let's see, was this thing trending during the beginning of the day at the pre-market? No, it wasn't. So right at the beginning of the day, guys, just started to see buying pressure across this thing, massive amounts of buying pressure. James, my boy James. And don't forget, guys, smash that thumbs up button. We're going to check out Ater real quick. And like I was telling you guys, we are making money. I hope you got, like what I tell you guys, we're going to be approaching 1910 here pretty soon. If you are in Ater, guys, we're going to be approaching $19.10 here pretty soon. Like I was saying, I've been preaching all week. Like I told you guys Monday, a lot of my subscribers was talking about SDC, this and that. Even though I did put it in the rundown, guys, SDC never made a major buy alert. So I don't know why a lot of people was so concerned about SDC when we were really all behind ATER, guys. Like I was telling you the week before, when Ater saw that big drop, it isn't over with. I was getting a lot of comments about this stock saying Ater is over with. Get out now. It's not going to go higher. It's in a downtrend. And I kept you guys aware of what is really going on, guys. And that is why you love coming to the show. Because these live streams, guys, I give you guys some very, very good information and insight on these plays. And like I was saying, guys, if you need a ticker spoken about, all you have to do is drop a super chat. But back to Ater really quickly, guys. Ater is seeing some buying pressure. Phenomenal amounts of buying pressure. I even had to tell my YouTube partner, Black Nicholson, who decided to jump back in Ater, that it isn't over with. Guys, looking at these key statistics are here for a reason. And if you learn how to read them, you will be able to call out plays before they happen. You will be able to call out uptrends before they happen, guys. And that is why I want you guys to pay attention to those key statistics, guys, because they really, really matter a lot, especially when you learn how to read them. Now, looking here at ATER, we did touch that VWAP and bounced off of it. So, let's see how this candle closes. Well, if that's a good sign that we bounced off that VWAP, let's just keep bouncing off of it. If we could just keep bouncing off of it, I don't want to trend too high. But recently in Ater, guys, we have been seeing this thing just open up at the trading bell with buying pressure on it. What price are you thinking about taking profits at Ater? Like I said, guys, I'm going to cash in some of my profits once we hit $20. Okay, I want to be at least close, a little bit over 4x in my money before I cash in some of those gains. With me personally, guys, I'm going to cash in a nice chunk at the 40, at the 4x. I'm going to be cashing in 80%, cashing in 80% and leaving in 20, guys, because by doing so, I made more money than I left in, of course. Not only that, it's called planting seeds in the stock market. So after I do that, I could put Ater in the back pocket. I don't have to watch it anymore. So whatever happens with Ater is just a blessing after that. As you can see here, bouncing off that VWAP. This is what happens when you bounce off the VWAP, guys. Next candle is a very good one. We're approaching $18. We hit it, guys. Now we're looking for that 19.10. Now, to my surprise, I had a feeling, I said in the videos, guys, that we were going to hit that 19.10 this week. Now, we didn't hit it yet. Currently sitting at 18. My boy, you want to talk about DSS and SDC? MJ times 5. MJ just sent us a super chat. I really do appreciate that, MJ. It really does help me, helps the YouTube channel, and it does keep me going because I know you guys appreciate what I am doing. Now, and my boy Alan Bell just sent us another super chat right after MJ, guys. He wants to talk about Kplt. Thank you guys for those super chats. It really does help. Now, DSS, guys, day chart. Let's look it over. I know that is at the stock for $74. DSS, let's look at the day chart. As you can see here, DSS is coming down, guys. Bottomed out at $1.25. Now, looking here, I wouldn't call this thing a bounce back just yet. We have to give it a few more days before we call this thing a rebound. Now, let's take a look here at the day chart. We're going to take a look at SDC too, guys. Smile direct. As you can see here, guys, $1.24 was the low during the pre-market. Started to see some buying. Very spotty trading. Under volume, guys. On a 3% gain day. We see a low turnover rate. But if we check this order flow distribution, guys, we do see that small outperforming as well as the medium, but we don't see any large scale movement whatsoever. Now, if tomorrow a large scale order, as far as the inflow come out in this stock, the 3.6% gain that we saw here will be wiped out. Now, if the opposite happens, a large scale inflow tends to come across this stock tomorrow, guys, then we will see a bigger gain than 3.6%. At the close now. At the close, my boy Jose Sosa just sent us another super chat. He wants to talk about IMV. So we're lining it up, guys. SDC next, KPLT, then IMV. So, Jose, please do not leave before you hear your ticker, as well as you, Alan. We haven't forgot about you. What? And MJ, SDC is coming right up after this. But as you can see here, like I was saying, if large-scale movement is going to push this stock up or down. Okay, seeing the absence of it today. And looking at this day chart, I'm kind of excited for DSS because it can be falling out this wedge. Now, let's take a look here at not the news. I'm going to take that analyst and check out this stock. The support is growing up a little bit with that resistance going down. So, like I said, pretty soon, I want to give it next week. By next week, this stock is going to either make or break through the resistance. Okay, now the next stock my boy wants to talk about, MJ 5 times. SDC, Smile Direct. I knew that wasn't it. Smile. Smile. Alright, Smile Direct, guys, as you can see here, has been in a slump since that $7.42, okay, Friday, which was Friday, okay. I know a lot of people that was buying options calls on Friday and held them over the weekend. Opened Monday in a very bad situation, okay. Opening Monday, the stock was down. The options, the chance that people had to make on those options calls was washed away, and a lot of people woke up in the red on those calls. Now, I was telling you guys ahead of time, Monday, Ater was going to see a better day than Monday. I couldn't physically tell you guys for legal reasons, oh, go everyone sell SDC and buy ATER, because that is highly illegal. Coordinated plays within a group of people, guys, is illegal. Okay, so with that being said, you guys have to listen and take notes on what I am doing. Okay, so when I told you guys Sunday night that I was going to be locking in my SDC gains that Monday morning, I was going to be locking in 80% of my portfolio for those gains, and SDC did shoot up that pre-market Monday. But towards the end of once the market opened, SDC was in the red. Okay, so I took those gains, and I do still have 20% sitting here in SDC. But looking here, though, at this day chart, guys, we can be seeing levels around $5, $6 even here really quickly, okay? We can be seeing levels between $6 and $5.62. Any price between there if we do not see the buy pick up. We do not see this buying pick up. As you can see here, guys, selling pressure across the board. No movement whatsoever in the large or outflow. Now, my best guess to people out there that is looking to get in SDC, I do believe SDC will see another drop in price, guys. SDC was a trade, guys. Like I was telling you, this is not an investment. So anytime that you see a chance to take at least 10% gain, that means do it and get out, guys. Okay? That means do it. Anytime I say a thing is a trade and not an investment, please, once you see a sufficient amount of gains, do not hold on to the stock, guys. Because like I said, it's in trade, not an investment. Investments, you tend to hold on after seeing a little bit of gain due to the fact that it can continue and it's trading off its fundamentals rather than buying pressure alone, retail interest alone. Now, looking here at the 1 minute chart for SDC, and you see it's currently above the VWAP, not much, but trading under it most of the afternoon was very concerning, and right then I knew that this stock was going to see some selling pressure. But as you can see here, we see these institutional pullouts, which caused selling pressure on the stock, but then people started to buy it once it hit that VWAP and closed tremendously under it. Now, turnover rate being 4.40% here on SDC, guys, isn't concerning whatsoever. My only concern here is that volume. Okay, even though it was greater than the average, if SDC is going to see a turnaround from the recent high of $7.42, we're going to have to see at least 50 million volume break through this thing with 80% of that volume being buying. So you guys do the math. Now, guys, if you're in SDC and you have some gains, this is time to be getting out now. I do not like to tell people to sell for a loss. But in this case, you just might have to, guys, because it's money to be made in other places. And if you continue to watch the channel, we will get you a nice stock to get in, guys. Now, Alan wants to talk about Kplt, guys. Kplt. Kplt. Kplt Holdings, okay? Looking here at the trend that we see here in Kplt, guys. Like I told you in SDC. Not SDC, ATER. Kplt isn't done running, guys. Okay, we see this small cool down, which is done over a graduate time. SDC just saw not SDC, ATER just saw a huge drop. A fast drop. But this thing is dropping slowly, but not too much, guys. As you can see here, hitting a low today's $5.30. Today's high being $5.66. So, with that being said, not too much volatility in today's trading. The only thing that happened here in Kplt is that low value. Okay, now, my concern would have been if Kplt would have dropped 30% on one of these days and we're starting to see low value. Now, that would have been a concern for me. But to see that we're slowly coming down in price and the volume is a slow drop, not too concerned. Turnover rate being 4.54% here in Kplt, guys. Let's take a look here at the order flow distribution really quickly. Large scale orders in the last 5 days. We do see some movement on the 24th, but 3 days before that and today, we do not see any movement whatsoever. So with that being said, guys, if a decent large scale inflow or outflow come into play, that is going to move the stock up or down depending if it's outflow or inflow. Okay, these large scale orders in the last 5 days really do mean a lot, guys. Now looking back here at the Analyst, let's check out this support and resistance line. As you can see here, we're closer towards the resistance, but we're curling down headed towards the support. Now if we continue to move slowly like we are, some stagnant trading, that support line is going to start curving up, guys, which as well as that resistance is going to start coming down a little bit. So as that gap gets tighter, we are either going to make or break in the stock, and my guess is it's going to make through the support. No, we're going to break through the resistance. I'm sorry about that, guys. I always get those two words mixed up, reading so much other things right now. But yeah, though, Kplt should be breaking the resistance, I want to say sometime next week. Okay, guys. So with that being said, let's say you're caught here at the high $7.59. Let's say if you magically bought the high on the 14th. Guys, I wouldn't be averaging down just yet. Okay, average down at the end of the week, because if you look here at the week chart, we do see a red week, guys. And like I said, any stock that is a investment, you should be buying at the end of the red week instead of buying a daily dip. Now, the next stock we're going to talk about is IMV. My boy Jose Sosa says, IMV. I am at $2. Thank you. So let's check it out. Let me give you a story about IMV, guys. We did buy a contract that expired August 21st last month. For $2.50 was that strike price. We paid 55 cents per contract and bought a total of 10 contracts. Yeah, let's just say that expired worthless. Okay, we did expire that contract worthless, guys. But with that being my first time dealing with IMV on such a short notice, it's something I expected to happen. Not so much of the contract expiring worthless, but anytime that you're dealing with a stock you know nothing of, guys, anytime things go bad for you, you cannot be mad about that. Back to IMV, though. IMV is starting to see some love shown to it. Not too much spikes in price. No, that's the week chart. That day chart was looking pretty good, but IMD is in a overall tug of war right now, guys. Okay, as you can see here, very tight candles, which means this stock is cooking something, whether it's buying or selling pressure. Let's take a look here at the analysis. Analyst price target. We see this thing based on 3 ratings. 33% being a hold, 33% being a buy, 33% being a strong buy. Now, with that being said, guys, looking here over at the order flow distribution today, large scale orders in the last 5 days, we do not see any movement from either side, which means IMV is just waiting on that to break through. My boy Paywall Illiterate comes through with another super chat. I like that yellow that $10 brings in, guys. I love that yellow. As you know, in my thumbnails, I tend to use that color a lot. But just got to say thanks for your good energy. I appreciate you. Here's to more good things. Okay, guys. Paywall, thanks a lot. Super chats like that, when people are just acknowledging the things that I do, acknowledging the fact that the money that they are making and the cause that I'm making, guys, lets me know that I'm doing something right. Lets me know that people appreciate what I am doing, guys, because only people that really know how hard it is and what I go through is other YouTubers. But it's hard to say that too, due to the fact that they don't work as hard as I do, guys. These YouTubers not dropping 30-minute videos 3 times a day, and it's coming on a live stream same time every single day, guys. I have no life right now. It's crazy. Man, guys, it's hard. Man, only YouTubers know, guys, and a lot of other YouTubers notice me, how hard I am working, guys. I get comments all the time from bigger YouTubers, so they notice the work ethic, and you guys notice the gains, right? So with that being said, again, Paywall, thanks a lot. Super chats like that, or even comments like that, lets me know that I'm doing something right, guys. And I'm not in it for the views like the AMC YouTubers. Let's just put that out there. All right. Now, let's talk about IMV from my boy Jose Sosa. Jose Sosa wants to talk about IMV, but like I was telling you though, Jose, what's really in front of us right now is that large scale orders in the last 5 days. That's the only thing you really need to pay attention to, because with the type of trading that IMV is seeing, between $1.69 and $1.77 is what we're going to be seeing moving forward. Now, since you're in at $2, and to see that this thing slowly trading stagnantly like that gives you a huge indicator that this is the time you should be averaging down, because anytime that the stock is sitting around a price for a very long time, that is the time you should be averaging down. You should be banking on it breaking through and catching you, because if you're sitting at a level for so long, guys, that is a huge indicator to average down. Okay, whether you be sorry for it or rewarded for it, guys, you have to take advantage of that, because what if it shoots up? You average down to like $1, and since you're at $2, let's say $1.78. You're at $1.78 and it goes to $1.90. Now you're back in the green. Okay, rather than staying in at 20 and not trying to average down at this time, can cause you to sell in on emotions, okay? Because it might take some time for us to see those $2 levels again. But anytime IMV shoots up in price, guys, it sees some huge buying. So the next time IMV shoots up, I'm predicting that this thing can land around the $2.50 area. Next time we see a huge spike. But thanks again, though, Paywall. It really does help. Now, Joshua DeGar. God, however you say your name, Josh, I'm coming for you on this one. AMC. Yeah, Josh, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out, Josh, on your AMC, on your beloved AMC. Now, guys, first things first, let's talk about AMC Short Squeeze. Which, if you ask me, from $1.07 from the 52-week low to the 52-week high if people wasn't able to make any gain off that gap. Tells you something, guys. Okay, now let's talk about the facts here in AMC's. AMC is up 4,000% on the year. Y'all blind? You just, okay, Josh, you just actually answered my question. AMC is up 4,000 on the year, and when it hit $77, why was 98% of the shareholders telling others not to sell? This isn't the time to be selling. Now, how did that work out? You went from $1.91, and 98% of the AMC shareholders told everyone, well, I know what was going on in Webull comment section, not to sell at that $72. Why? Why wouldn't you lock any gains? Like, and now we're sitting at $40, guys. A lot of hope is being lost. Like, people can tell you all the time, oh, the AMC hope isn't lost, but 9 times out of 10, they're just talking about themselves. They haven't lost any hope. But when it is other money being made around the stock market and people aren't making money here in AMC, the only people that is making money on AMC is the YouTubers that's talking about it. When that comes into play, people lose their hope, okay? It was very great opportunity to make money in AMC, and that opportunity, if you ask me, is now over, okay? It is over to see that huge 700% turnover or that 2,000% turnover. It was there. You had the opportunity. Now that the opportunity is gone, guys, please do not linger hoping it will happen again, because trust me, it will not. It will not happen again. Why? Because due to the fact that all the selling that's going on in AMC, people will tell you all the time that AMC isn't selling off, or people isn't selling AMC, this and that. Now, that free float would have been way much lower. I don't care what no one is talking about. That free float would have been way much lower because the AMC shareholders are actually buying shares, like people say. That free float is crazy. And another thing, anytime a free float is up in the 500 millions like this, guys, it is very unlikely for them to have a short squeeze. It is very unlikely that people are going to buy enough shares that the hedge funds have to come back to the retail investor to buy back the shares. Okay, at $40 with the retail, with this free float being at the price it is, as you can see, free float market cap, we will need $20.51 billion to rush in AMC. It's hard to do that when AMC shareholders isn't making money in other places. So, by the AMC community being brainwashed to only buy AMC, it's only hurting the AMC community. Now, just imagine if everyone at AMC was making $10,000 a week in other plays on the side and bled that towards AMC every Monday. Then things can change around. But until the AMC community gets in their head that AMC isn't the only stock, and if they really want to make it squeeze, they have to make money in other places and bring that to AMC, then things will turn around. But right now, AMC shareholders is one-sided and listens to the media a lot, guys. Why do you think the media doesn't tell us how much Marvin Capital is making? Because the media don't want you to know. Even though he lost $30 billion during this, he made 120. Okay, they don't want you to know that Marvin Capital has more capital to hold AMC shares for another 20 years from today. Due to the low estimated borrow fee, they're not going to tell you that. It's a reason why the news always told us about Marvin's losses, but never Marvin's earnings. That's something I just want you guys to think about really quickly. And don't forget, we are making money on ATER, guys. We making money on Ater. Like I said, if you guys remember me saying this, Ater is going to hit 1910 this week. We saw the buying pressure. We saw the buying pressure during this drop, which let me know that the retail investor was going to be gobbling this thing up, guys. Now, after we hit that 1910, expect this thing to see a cool down. Like I told you guys before, when we hit that 1910, we were going to see a cool down, and the very next day we cooled down. But I told you guys to average down during that, right after that cool down, right? So with that being said, guys, please do not take these plays lightly. You're right. You should just not have all your eggs in AMC, correct? Because if you really want to make an AMC impact, I think these bigger YouTubers that has a huge following for AMC should be pitting you guys in other plays. It's crazy because a lot of people are living check to check. They can't afford to dump thousands into AMC on a weekly basis. But if these YouTubers help them actually make some right calls in the stock market like I do, the AMC will be fine. AMC will be having money pour in it. And don't forget, those stimulus checks are out the window now. So that has fallen out of play. But another thing about Ater, though, guys, is that estimated borrow fee is higher than AMC's right now. So the hedge funds are paying more to hold Ater shares than they do these so-called short squeeze targets. Why? Because the price is actually going up. 11%. I do believe we'll hit that 19 today, though, guys. I was saying by the end of Friday, but it looks as though that 19 is coming here faster than ever. George and Josh are diehard AMC butt buddies. Check them out. Check their comments out, guys. Butt buddies. Yeah, I'm not your average YouTuber, guys. I actually speak what comes to mind here. Have no filter. No filter. Just like you guys, ordinary person. You know, so we're making so much money, guys. AMC, GME, I have made more money in other plays than I did in that in total. I mean, I was buying GME in June. Okay. I was a mod of the Wallstreetbets Reddit page back in June, before June, really. But when we started buying that GME, we were making so much money on Nio, it didn't really matter. Now, fast forward 6 months ago, now they're trying to force you to only buy one stock. Now, a lot of people only have a one-sided mind as far as AMC and GME. But when it really started, guys, we were making so much money on Nio, we didn't give a care what we lost. That's how GME was getting all that money. That's how all the money was pouring in there, because we was taking our Nio gains and putting it over there and laughing the losses off. So do a little of your history, do a little of your due diligence, and get over to that Wallstreetbets Reddit page and ask about Bolo. All right, guys, they're going to have some mixed emotions like, yeah, man, that guy went rogue on us. He started talking about other stocks besides GME. We couldn't have that. 20,000 subscribers later. So that being said, man, what is Josh saying? See, now you guys are hitting. Joshua is hitting and rewind snips. You see what happens when you come in here and say the wrong thing, guys? I have what we call a moderator that gets on top of that, guys. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't see your comment. Now you see what happened, huh, Josh? Now your best bet is to go make another YouTube account, and subscribe. Push my numbers up. If you really want to talk, you have to go make another account and subscribe. So don't do that, guys. Watch what you say, because Black Nicholson don't play. I'm telling you. If you guys say something he doesn't like, he's going to give you the boot. Click that like button, folks. My boy Crypto Jew knows what's best. Listen, guys. We got 85 thumbs up. All right. I need 120 likes to run through here. I need 120 likes right now, guys, so we can continue to speak. All right. I'm about to go grab a cup of water really quickly. And when I come back, I want to see 120 likes. It's only going to take me literally probably 30 seconds, if that, guys. So please don't drop off the live stream. We got some more gems to talk about. And our 1K to 100K challenge play, guys. So don't forget about that. You guys thought I left. You guys thought I forgot about the challenge. No, I didn't, guys. I'm going to be updating you guys on that here pretty soon. So Stick with me.
And to my surprise,
110 thumbs up. Come on, guys. 110 thumbs up. You guys got pretty close. Pretty close. We're 15 away, guys. Let me get that 15 thumbs up. If you came in this video and you forgot to hit that like button, don't forget, guys, we are 15 away from our goal of 125 likes. On the matter of fact, if you made any money on my plate, just go ahead and hit that like button. Okay, I forgot about my boy. Thoughts on MMAT? I won't forget about you. These super chats are unforgettable, guys. Now, thoughts on MMAT and SNDL. Now, I'm going to tell you before we even get to MMAT and SNDL, I do not like sundial whatsoever, guys. All right, let's just get that out the way. Let's just throw that one out there. Now, I ain't going to be biased on the analysis or anything, guys. Just letting you know now. SNDL. Personally, there are other cannabis stocks out there that I believe is a better choice than SNDL. But we're going to get to that here pretty soon. But as you can see here, guys, we do see MMAT on an upclimb. But as you can see here, we see these tight candles, tight blocky candles. Okay, we have been trading, opening and closing around the same price, with most of the trading day being in the same area. And what I tend to tell you guys, anytime we come across a stock like this or a chart like this, and I haven't forgot about you either, Beachwear. Okay, Beachwear, I got you. Stick around, Beachwear, you will be heard. Nomega wants to talk about this MMAT. So, Nomega, look, checking here at this chart, we do see the type of trading a stock sees before a blow up or a blow down. Now let's look here at, we're looking at the day chart. Let's look here at the 1 minute before we get those key statistics. Look at the key statistics with the 1 minute. A lot of people don't like to use the 1 minute, but the reason why I use the 1 minute, guys, so I can identify the institutional buy-ins. So we will know what to expect on the pullout. But looking here at the key statistics, this thing was undervalued today compared to its average. We do see the turnover rate being very, very low. That range is only 6.35%. A little quite high for this thing to only see 5.34% gain. Okay. So many thumbs up. Did y'all hit that 125? We hit that 125. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. We hit the 125, guys. That really does mean a lot to me personally. Thumbs up means a lot. Really does help the YouTube algorithm trigger and to recommending our videos to other people, because YouTube really relies on engagement, guys. So keep hitting that like button on your way in. But as you can see here, this thing was trading much above the VWAP, spiking at $5.20, but we're currently sitting at $5.13 on the close, which is cool with me. Currently seeing a 1 cent drop in the aftermarket, currently above the VWAP. We're currently above the VWAP, but checking out this order flow distribution really quickly, we do see some absence in the large scale orders in the last 3 days. Looking here at that outflow, which was surpassed. The outflow surpassed the inflows. Small scale, the medium did the total opposite, with the inflow surpassing the outflow. But looking here at this 1 minute chart, we do see this thing seeing some buying pressure in the pre-market. And like I tell you guys all the time, the pre-market do not show up on this graph as far as order flow, buying and selling pressure. Okay, so MMAT, back to the day chart, is cooking and ready to blow. And when this thing blows, it blows a lot of percent, a huge jump. Not saying the day that this thing jumped, guys, it is going to give away its gains. Okay, we're gonna see a huge if you buy the stock now, you're gonna have an opportunity to sell it at a nice high, but you won't have that opportunity for long. So you have to be on top of this one. My boy Beachwear, you are next after we talk about Sundial. We got to talk about Sundial. My boy Nomega wants to talk about SNDL really quickly. And oh yeah, guys, do not miss our rundown videos, because in the rundown videos, I tell you in a coded way, due to legal reasons, what stock to buy and when to sell it, guys. I can't just come out directly and tell you guys, yes, we are buying this stock and we are selling this stock at this price, due to the fact that that is illegal to coordinate plays in a group, as far as a group of people. So all you have to do is listen to those rundown videos, guys. Make sure you do not miss that before the trading day, because you will be too late. All right. Now, looking here at the order flow distribution for this stock, we do see some buying pressure on that medium scale, which is the big whale. Now, seeing that small was just extremely high on the outflow, guys. This was a tug of war day for SNDL. But SNDL, Sundown tends to see this type of move. Okay. Now, being way under $1 right now, guys. We know when. I want to tell you the month. What month was that? Like back in November, if I'm not. Back in November, I wanted to say it was, guys. No, it was late February. Late February, this thing started to see some nice movement, okay? A lot of marijuana stocks saw a decent amount of movement late February, as far as the uptrend go. But now, a lot of them are in the downtrend. Now, as far as SNDL goes, guys, I do believe there are better cannabis stock opportunities. Now, this one isn't something I wouldn't even consider buying on a trade standpoint, as well as a investment standpoint, guys. I'd rather take ACB, Cannabis Growth, Tilray. Stocks like that have more traction. Now, SNDL is going to have to make some huge corporate actions for them to turn around. Okay, they're going to have to make some corporate actions. Some right corporate actions, put it like that, guys. And they do need to change their marketing strategy, because right now, looking here at this income statement isn't looking too good. The revenue is getting worse quarter after quarter. And not only that, guys, this balance sheet, the debt to asset, 5.65%, isn't as good as its competitors. Okay, so you have to take into all that in consideration. My boy Drew Peterson back at it. Janae hits us with a super chat. Okay, guys, if you want anyone that sent a super chat and you still want, and you forgot to drop a ticker in there, just get at Black Nicholson, guys, and he will relay that message to me. But all in all, SNDL, who am I speaking to? My boy Nomega. No, yeah. Nomega. SNDL, there's other stocks out there that I feel more comfortable with investing in. As you can see here, Q2, this thing was in high debt. Now, the debt is coming down overall, but as far as peer comparison, they are not even close. Now, a lot of people are flocking to SNDL due to just the share price, and they're hoping that this thing, it can see more potential on the upside. But guys, if corporate actions isn't there and the big bosses isn't making the right calls behind the scenes, this isn't the one you want to go with. Okay, I suggest ACB, Tilray, Canopy Growth. Now, my boy Beachwear says he loved the content. What you guys think? You love the content, guys? Go ahead and drop that seat in the chat. He wants to take a look at TGGI. TGGI. Another OTC. I knew it had to be an OTC for only 1 cent. For a penny, it has to be an OTC. Now, guys, in case you don't know what an OTC is, this is not on the New York Stock Exchange. If you want to trade in the OTC, they do allow it at TD Ameritrade. The only downside about OTC market is the travel fees. It costs more to sell. They're putting a tax on it. They're going to tax you. Okay, guys. But as far as the OTC go, any stock that is trying to get in the New York Stock Exchange that is on their way to making the New York Stock Exchange, getting in those stocks early will give you a early seat beyond. The seat is so early, guys. It's big bang early. All right, we're talking. Oh man, so early, guys. We're talking Neptune type of early. We're talking Greek mythology early, guys. That's how early this thing is going to be if you do hop on this stock. But what I say to people that is are eyeing stocks in the OTC market, the biggest thing about that is corporate actions. Okay, is the people in the higher seat making the right calls to get us on that New York Stock Exchange? Because if this thing touches the New York Stock Exchange, guys, it will be at least worth $1. We know that is the compliance in the New York Stock Exchange. So with that being said, you do have a early seat. Now, this is a BC seat before Christ, guys. And if you get this thing now, just know it is volatile. When this thing retracts, it can retract about 40 to 60% very quickly. So you have to know what you're playing with. Now, one thing about the OTC market, guys, I suggest you guys find a very good stock that is going to make the New York Stock Exchange and invest in it from the OTC, because paying the price on day trading in the OTC is going to cost you in the long run. And the other thing about the OTC market, guys, the hedge funds cannot play the OTC market. So you don't have to worry about short ladder attacks or anything like that. It's wide open. But one thing about the OTC, guys, here on Webull, they do not give us any of these key indicators, such as order flow distribution. We do see the institutional holdings, which is quite low, only 8 shares. What institution bought that? I guess anybody can be an institution. That sounds more like a retail investor just 8 shares. Are you kidding me? I wonder what they must accidentally bought those 8 shares. But yeah, they don't give us any type of indicators here on anything with the stock. So that's one thing about these OTCs that you guys asked me about. We do see an income statement, balance sheet. The debt here is extreme. Whoa. Yes, guys, the debt here is extreme. So when the debt that high, I don't expect this thing to make the New York Stock Exchange, guys. This debt is so high. Out of all my years being in the stock market, I never ever saw a debt to asset being at 1.55,000%. That is huge, bro. I don't know what company do they owe or who they may owe, but whoever they owe, guys, they will be paying them for quite some time. Okay, with this low revenue that they're bringing in, it's going to be a very long time before they can pay off that huge debt. That being said, TGGI is a stay away from me, guys. I don't like the numbers it's showing. I wouldn't touch this thing with a 10-foot pole. Janine, thanks for the super chat. It really does help more than you think. Drew Peterson wants to talk about DRMA. DRMA, my boy Drew. Let me see here, guys. Let's see what we were talking about. Okay, guys, it is safe to say this is on the NASDAQ. This is on the NASDAQ, guys. Bottoming out here, $4.84 on the recent bottom. That is actually a 52-week low. We see this thing forming a cup here and shooting up to $6.50, coming down again. And it's trying to uptrend. Closing here at $5.56. We are up 3.69% in the trading day. Looking here at that 41.6 turnover rate. We were much above the average volume. This is a spotty trading stock with only 421.06 thousand shares on average being traded around, which isn't much. Hey, Lonnie, I didn't forget about you. Just saw your super chat. AQST is going to $25 by December. FDA is 100. Run-up time. Now, Lonnie, it's a trick with those FDA approvals. If the stock price becomes baked into that news for AQST, it's sad to say people are going to sell the news. Okay? Only time that FDA approvals don't get sold off completely is when they are slept on. Scheduled announcements most likely sells the news. Okay, anytime news just pop up out of nowhere regarding FDA approvals or anything like that, that is when the stock tends to shoot up 100% and stay there for a while. But anytime a scheduled announcement with FDA approvals like this, guys, isn't a 100% guarantee that the stock is going to run like a wild boar. But look though, Lonnie, we're going to take a look back at AQST though for you. So don't go nowhere. But we're looking at Drew's. We're looking at Drew Peterson's ticker he wanted to speak about, guys. And I'm kind of liking this. I don't know where Drew was 3 days ago when he should have dropped this bomb on me. Where you was at 3 days ago, Drew? You should have dropped this bomb on me Friday, Drew. And I could have got in. But anyway, looking here though, guys. The analysis. Order flow distribution. Look at that large scale orders in the last 5 days. Okay, if we add them up, the inflow is surpassing the outflow, but not by much. Now, looking there at that small though, guys, retail investor is gobbling up these shares. The medium was a very, very tight battle. Let's take a look here at the 1 minute chart. And don't forget, guys, to smash that like button on your way in here, okay? We have 164 people watching. Let's get this thing to at least 160 thumbs up. Why? Because I know it's at least 16 of you guys that didn't hit that thumbs up on your way in. Let's smash that thing to 160 really quickly, guys, before we move on. Before we move on to the next ticker, I'm going to finish talking about DRMA. Looking here at the day chart, though, or the 1 minute chart, we see an institutional buy-in, an obvious institutional buy-in. And no, that institution did not exit just yet. We do not see the exit on that candle. So expect this thing to see that exit candle tomorrow. Let's see the percent on that. 9, close to 10%. Close to 10%. So expect to see a huge exit candle tomorrow or before this week is over with. Now, that may give you a great buying opportunity here. Just chilling. Yeah, we love to have you here. Just chilling. Let me read some of your comments, guys. AQST will run like ATE Air. Ater, baby, let's go. Now, one thing about that, AQST, I'm not saying it won't. I can't sit here and tell you it will just yet, guys. Okay, we got to check out my boy Lonnie. Checking out Drew's right now. In pre-market, BBIG, check out GMG for a strong OTC stock. It's an online gaming esports sector that is headed to the NASDAQ. They just upgraded to OTCQX, not toxic debt, cash in the bank, and 12 consecutive profitable quarters. Now, that is something that you will want to invest in into the OTC market. Everyone check out what Daryl just said, Daryl Kingsman. Irnt had a down day. Are you still feeling this is a short squeeze play? IRNT, estimated borrow fee did shoot down a lot. Now, let's go to this day chart. The estimated borrow fee being shot down, guys. IRNT is losing its short squeeze talk around it. Now, IRNT is in a swing cycle, meaning every day they're going to give you an opportunity to sell at a high. Sell at a low. Well, buy at a low and sell at a high. That being said, guys, as far as people that are holding the shares for the long-term movement, IRNT might not be the place for you due to the fact that we see these volatile jumps down. We do see some going up on our way of building support. We do have support around 26.47. But with that being said, guys, he was caught in at the high 47s. If you magically bought 47.50, this is the time to be averaging down. Now, as far as anyone that is looking to get in the stock, I wouldn't touch it if you're not in it already. But if you're in the stock, you do have an opportunity to average down and either get out even or with some gains, guys, just to be on the safe side. That is how you get out of a stock. You don't sit around and just hold your losses and hope that it bounces back, guys. You have to average down really quickly. And on the rebound, that is when you get out the stock, guys. But in an IRNT situation, I do not think it will short squeeze, guys. It did have the numbers to short squeeze, but the estimated borrow fee isn't as high. It was over 1,000 coming into this week. Okay, Monday was like 990 something, 980 something, and then Tuesday it was over 1,000. So with that being said, guys, IRNT, if you're in the high numbers are IRNT, this is the time for you guys to be averaging down. So you can either get out the stock or just run up a small amount of gains. Now, my boy Beachwear, we ain't forget about you, Beach. We already spoke about Beach. What was Beachwear? What was your play you wanted to go over? I think we already spoke about it. Let's go over it really quickly. Don't forget, guys, smash that like button on your way in. Fucking see. Don't forget. TGGI. We spoke about TGGI. We spoke about that. Black Nicholson. Black Nicholson got us all over the place. I don't know where he was at. We spoke about TGGI, which was on the OTC market. We spoke about this stock. But let's see. Let's see what my boy Drew. Drew shot out another $1. Shout out to you, Drew. Drew, anything you want to talk about? But let's look at what Lonnie is talking about. Lonnie thinks this thing can. Lonnie think this thing will hit $25 by these. Whoa, Lonnie. Lonnie, $25 by December. One thing you guys know about me here on this channel is that I don't shield, I don't lie, I keep it real. And Lonnie, I must say $25 is very, very steep, even on a FDA approval from the price that we are seeing here now. Okay, so that is a very steep prediction there, Lonnie. We're going to talk about APRE for my boy Drew. This is on the New York Stock Exchange, another therapeutic stock, guys. As you can see here, this thing was running up. Showed us it was on this next leg up and actually ran up, guys. All the way up to $5.59. 2 red days, 3 red days, okay? 3 overall red days. It's called a cool off, guys. Remember when Monday opened up, we saw that retraction in price throughout the whole market? That's what happened here. It didn't recover yet. Isn't a bad sign. Isn't a sign to get out the stock. If you're holding it, you should believe in it. Let's take a look here at the estimated borrow fee. 2.53%. Very, very low. Hedge funds are having a very good day holding these shares. As you can see here, we do see selling pressure across the board. Really, truly, if you look at it, the inflow barely surpassed the outflow. Okay, the medium is in a gridlock with the inflow slightly passing it by 0.01%, with that outflow surpassing it all. So if we look at this thing on an overall standpoint, that large scale outflow makes this whole thing into selling pressure. We do see selling pressure here. Taking a look here at that turnover rate, 11.49%, with that volume being 2.43 million, which is over the average, guys. APRE needs to see higher volume, okay? As you can see here, 16 million was in the day that this stock opened at $5.47. The high was $5. So we closed here the day before at 5.06. Opened the next day here at $5.47. The high being $5.59, and the close was $4.85. Okay, that was on the day that the market retracted. So to see that this thing opened up at a higher price and we're starting to come down, guys, is a very good indicator that we will be passing that recent high, which is $5.59. Looking back at the analyst ratings, as you can see here, we're approaching that high, guys. We're approaching that high. 40% calling this thing a underperformer and 60% calling it a hold. You look here at this thing should be breaking the resistance or the support here very, very soon, and I mean sometime this week. Okay, guys, we got 158 thumbs up. Let's push that thing to 170 really quickly, guys. 170 thumbs up. If you came into this live stream and forgot to leave your thumbs up, guys, do not forget so. It really does help the channel more than you guys think. And another thing, guys, if I am missing your ticker and you want it to be spoken about in front of everyone that is watching, all you have to do is drop a super chat, guys. As you can see here, it doesn't matter the amount whatsoever. In fact, the smallest super chats comes across the screen, with the bigger ones being more fancy with the highlighted colors. So with those super chats, I got to give you guys a super thanks. Back to ATER though. But all in all, APRE is a, can't call it a buy just yet. Can't call it a buy. My buying price though for this thing is anything under $4.20. If it drops under $4.20, I will be hopping on APRE. I don't own any shares right now. Just letting you guys know my price. Let's look here at Ater. See you later, Ater. Ater has retracted a little bit, which is a very good sign, guys. We know Ater was in the red in the aftermarket yesterday. That retraction is a very good sign, guys. Very good sign. But we do not want this thing to overtrend tomorrow, because we will see it opening up in a selling fashion tomorrow. For instance, if this thing shoots up 30% in the aftermarket, just know the opening bell is going to see a retraction in price, and that is something we don't like to see here. We don't want this price to shoot up so big the institutional pull-ins pull out right at the bell, which is going to cause selling pressure throughout the whole day, and we will be finishing with a red day. So I want us to close in the aftermarket hours no higher than 7% gain, because we do see the potential here though. We do see the potential that we have. We hit that $18.76. Like I was telling you guys, this stock should be hitting $19.10 this week. And we are on track for that. You know what? CEI is one of our plays. Remember I was telling you guys that CEI was going to cool down. Kplt did. Ater saw its small cool down. CEI is undergoing a cool down. Let's take a look here at the day chart. CEI is cooling down. Okay, as long as we don't drop below levels of $1.23, I am not concerned. My boy Drew just sent us another super chat from Cold Canada, man. My man's from Canada. He wants to talk about ENSC. I got you right after CEI, Drew, so don't go anywhere. Looking here though, CEI is cooling down. Like I was telling you guys, it was going to happen. But as long as it don't shoot under $1.23, I am fine. If it does shoot at $1.23, that's what I will be averaging up. I will be averaging up on that play. Okay, guys, when I put this major buy alert for CEI, you guys know it was under 40 cents then. So, that being said, we had very great opportunity to 5x here. It isn't over with yet. It isn't over with yet, guys. CEI isn't done moving up in price. Like I was telling you guys about Ater. A lot of people thought Ater was done. CEI isn't done yet either. We built support levels on the way up here. Okay. Seeing that we dropped down 8.75% isn't worrying me whatsoever, because if you look at that aftermarket, it doesn't last long. Okay, so CEI is still in a good position, guys. In fact, if you're eyeing CEI, you're not in the play. This is time to get in it now. And if you bought at that $1.87, this isn't the time to be averaging down. You should be averaging down right when I'm averaging up, somewhere around the $1.23 range. Okay, let's make the averaging up and averaging down worth it, guys. Let's make it work. Let's take a look here at what Drew wants to talk about, guys. Drew wants to talk about ENSC, a bioscience company. We see the stagnant trading, which told us this stock was going to either make or break. And what did it do, guys? it broke. It broke through the resistance. Broke through the resistance. Today was actually a good day, if you ask me. Even though that we opened this thing at $3.90, look where we closed, $4.31. Okay, so like I tell you guys all the time, a lot of these stocks do give you a great buying and selling opportunity on the daily. And don't forget, guys, please hit that like button really quickly. We got 182 people in this thing watching right now, and I know we have at least 30 people that did not hit that like button, guys. So please hit that like button. Please, please, please hit that like button. Tease. We got 186 people that already hit the thumbs up. We have 183 that's currently watching. And I know at least 20 of you guys forgot to hit that thumbs up. So can you please do so, guys? We're currently sitting at 168. So before we move on, let's get that thing to 190. 190 thumbs up, guys. It doesn't take much to hit that thumbs up. All right. Major buy alert yet? Was there a major buy alert yet? Title today says there will be one. Yes, we will be having a major buy alert today, which is actually our 1K to 100K challenge play. And we'll be having one later today, though. We didn't announce a major buy alert today. We were just going over the major buy alert update from Ocgn. Ocgn news. Well, listen early, see, guys. Put that major buy alert because I was getting a lot of insider tips that the news was said to come out this week for Ocgn, but they recanted that, guys. Ocgn announced that that news will be coming out next week. So on the bright side, we all have a early seat, just in case people start buying on speculation and they decide to sell that news. We will have a better opportunity for selling our news at a gain. Okay. But with that being said, yeah, I think SPIR will go up tomorrow. Well, let me look at it after ESNC. That is a good question on SPIR. I didn't put that alert out there, but I have been watching it. No, I didn't jump in the stock. Won't let me pay. I hate my bank. I need info on FAMI. I'm trying to pay. You know what, Matt? I got you, bro. Matt, I'm pretty sure you hit that thumbs up, bro. So I got you. Don't let me forget, Matt. Please don't let me forget, Matt. Bro, Ink Mates want to talk about GME. Wow, that's the first time I ever... But yeah, though, Drew. Looking at this place, though, Drew. Looking at this stock, man. It's gonna cool down here pretty soon. I'm sorry to say it. But I do see this thing coming down to levels around $3.80 before it bounced back. We did bust that today on today's low, and we did bounce back. As you can see here, closing at $4.31. Now, I do believe we will see levels around $3.80 tomorrow, giving us a great opportunity to buy in low and sell at a high tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of that going on here. Now, the next stock I want to talk to you guys about is, they say GME is a short squeeze still. Man, oh man. If it don't short squeeze within 30 days, if something don't short squeeze, I'm going to give you a little bit more time. In 90 days, it's not going to happen. Because the longer it drags out, the more faith people lose. So for GME to be ahead of the game, and was ahead of everyone before this short squeeze news, a lot of people didn't even know what a short squeeze was until GameStop started trending. But please, guys, don't get your hopes up on the GME short squeeze due to the fact that you have to rely on millions of others to hold their shares. Let's just worry about what we can control, guys. And that is the price that we buy in at and the price that we sell. Unless you're trading off emotions, then you don't have any control off where you sell. All right, Matt. Which one was it, Matt? Which stock was it? Matt wants to talk about. I got to go through here again, Matt, because Matt says, which stock was it, Matt? Drop it again for me. FAMI. My bad. FAMI. FAMI. Only thing I don't like about this stock. Whoo! Alright, buying this stock right now is what I call. Guys, you have, man, this chart, it's hard to predict this thing. We see a gap that has to be filled because it's on the drop off. So if this thing shot all the way up here right now to 47%, so if this thing saw 100% gain, expect that 100% gain to be washed out the same day as of now. Now, in order for me to really give you a true opinion on this, man, it's kind of hard to give you an opinion on this type of. Okay, the low being here, $2.21 was the low. Low here is 21 cent, 21 cent, 22 cent, 23 cent. So we see some stagnant trading. Now, this stock can either make its next leg down or next leg up the way that it's trading. Let's take a look here at the order flow distribution. What's the dog doing? CG in there tripping. Surprisingly, she's quiet. But as you can see here, well, so much for that. I spoke. Oh man, I shouldn't have mentioned it. As soon as I said she was quiet, she get the bark. Spoke it into existence. Thanks a lot, Nando. Yeah, Matt, gotta be transparent, man. Really gotta be transparent because I know a lot of YouTubers don't be transparent. In fact, a lot of the YouTubers only talk about stocks that they are in, which is crazy to me because if I only talk about stocks that I'm in, I will never, ever, ever get these gems that you guys drop on me and put in my face and let me know and put me aware of these certain stocks. So I do not, a lot of times, guys, I don't even talk about stocks that I'm in, okay? Talk about a lot of stocks that I am not in. So, with that being said, you guys help me out more than you guys think. You know how many plays you guys dropped bombs on me? And I looked into it, liked what I saw, made a major buy alert, and a lot of subscribers made money on it. So, with that being said, guys, keep doing what y'all doing. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, but keep dropping them bombs on me, man, because what you guys are doing in this live stream is actually helping out everyone in this bad boy. Everyone that's watching, they see these tickers. You guys dropping even some tickers that no one even saw before. They hear my opinion on it. They do a little DD on it. And now they're sold on it and we all made money. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys dropping these tickers for me and our viewers that is watching. Okay. But FAMI. Looking here, though, man, order flow distribution is showing that some buying pressure on the large as well as the small, which is their main key indicators, letting us know the big fish is buying and the retail investor is buying at these prices. Now, looking at that medium, though, we don't pay too much attention to it. The medium did surpass the inflows, but let's take a look here at the day chart. Looking here at the daily day chart, the 1 minute chart on the day, should I say, we see some institutional pullouts. The first candle to cause selling pressure on the stock came in at 10:25 on today's trading. If you look at the result of that, this is why I say Guys, the true market maker is the majority shareholder. And as you can see here, the effect that they have on the stock, even if the actual broker that the trades have to go through is late on moving it, the institution really does make a difference when it comes to that. Because if they own majority of a company, anytime they sell or buy, it is magnified so much, guys. Because they add, so for instance, if I own 80% of this free float right now, if I decide to buy 10% more of it, that price is going to shoot up a lot. But if I sell half of my position and that free float doubles, more than doubles, the price is going to shoot down a lot. So that is why I tell you the real market maker, if you really think about it, is the majority holder of the company. Yeah, we share the wealth here, just chilling, you know. That's how many thumbs up I got. We got more thumbs up than viewers, guys. We tend to not have that here. 180 people watching, 187 thumbs up. So now, guys, we're really 13 away from that 200 milestone. It's something that we always shoot for when we start these live streams, guys, is 200 thumbs up. Okay, put it this way. If we can get 200 thumbs up, no, if we can get 225, because 200 will be too easy for you guys. I know how you guys get down. If we get to 225, guys, we'll run this live stream until 5 p.m. How about that? We're going a little bit longer today. If we can get 225 thumbs up, because we usually cut this thing off at 4:30, we'll run it to 5 o'clock, guys. Currently sitting at 192. So, 7 minutes to do what it do, baby. Now, let me see some of those, what you guys want to talk about. Let's talk about BBIG, because you know we've been in BBIG, man. We've been speaking about BBIG, so I do got to inform a lot of people that are still holding BBIG. As you can see here, guys, we opened today at $6.62. Today's high being $6.95, and the close being $6.57. So a small drop in price, only 5 cents. Nothing to panic about, all my BBIG holders. Looking there at that 52-week high, $12.49. As you can see here, we just recently hit that. Sorry about that, guys. We recently just hit that on the top of this downtrend. Okay, now we're approaching those buy levels. We are approaching buy levels, guys. Buy level, $5.80. If this thing hits $5.80, anyone that is eyeing BBIG, that is the time to be buying. Now, I wouldn't touch it just yet because we don't know where this thing could go. We just recently got another super chat. My boy Jace Mom wants to. Jace Mom, drop a ticker if you want. Your super chat will always be there. We had 198, guys. You guys got 5 minutes. And you guys got 5 minutes to hit that like button, guys. But anyway, though, Jace Mom, don't forget to drop your ticker. As long as if people is asking for super chats, of course I'm going to have to continue to go. So, looking at this estimated borrow fee, though, is quite high to be on the downtrend. Maybe because those hedge funds borrowed a lot of those shares at $2. Who knows, okay? I'm more familiar with the shares of being bought at AMC than BBIG, guys, because I already know you guys already have likes, but I'm talking about to all the new people that haven't came in. A lot of people came in, left out, come back. You know, guys, a lot of stuff is going on. But yeah, though, guys, let's get that thing to 225. We got 4 minutes. Got 4 minutes. But looking here at BBIG. And yeah, Jace Mom, if you really want to talk about a ticker, don't forget to hit it. Add it at Black Nicholson. He will relay it to me. 43.70% is higher than AMC's. BBIG is still in a good place, even though it's in a downtrend. If you're at $6, if you bought in at magically $12.49, guys, you should be averaging down. You should have averaged down at $8, okay? Then average down at $6. You have to do your average down at a mathematical point, guys. You got to do the set this thing up like a science, okay? You have to have a process. And in this situation, guys, looking here at the analysis, J-Smom wants us to talk about GRVI, Lucid Motors, and Opad. Shout out to J-Smom, guys, keeping me busy. Shout out to you, man. I really enjoy those super chats. Not only that, guys, that really does keep me going. As far as my ego, I know you guys love what I'm doing. It keeps me up and doing this due diligence for you guys. But BBIG, very good place. It's not over with yet. It is going to give us an opportunity to make some money here, guys. And like I was saying, that 52-week high will be broken. It's just a matter of time, guys. Now, back to J-Smom. J-Smom wants to talk about pulling up the live stream. Let's look at pulling up the live stream to see these tickers that J-Smom wants us to talk about really quickly. Guys, as you can see, after J-Smom, we will let's talk about J-Smom tickers really quickly, guys. Just answering a few questions on Discord right now. I'm like an octopus. Ater going to squeeze. It's hard to say that right now, guys. Let me just check out Ater really quickly before, because that is after J-Smom we're planning on shutting down. Estimated borrow fee. Let me just answer that guy's question about it being going to squeeze. What is the? It's a chance. Only $349 million to buy up the rest of those shares. And the difference between this squeezing and AMC squeezing, guys, AMC has over 500 million shares in the free float to be bought. Huge. That is huge. So huge. That is so huge, guys. I don't think it is possible. In fact, they would need $20 billion to flood AMC to short squeeze it to actually lock up all the shares to where the hedge funds have no choice but to get them from the retail or institutional holder. But at the same time, guys, ATER is only 23.58 million. But if you guys really want to force a short squeeze, go after micro caps. Okay, I made a video on that. It's called Wallstreetbets Next Targets Micro Cap. Yeah, I made a video on that. It was one of my first videos, guys. And since then, the stock CARVA, which was only $3 at the time, I told everyone that was going to be the next target. And sure as the sky is blue, it went from $4 to $50-something, guys, in less than, what, 3 months? So if you really want to squeeze something, go after a micro float. It's any stock that has less than 1 million shares in the free float. So jump after those. Let's get at J-Smom's. J-Smom wants to talk to us about GRVI. Talking about that growth. Wavy scale. We see a Zoom in here, 624, coming down to 5, $2 drop. Looking here at very spotty day on trading. Pretty sure if we check that out, it should show some spots. Yes, very spotty day in trading. See some institutional buy-ins though. Let's see if those institutional buy-ins. I'm pretty sure they are. Institutions only want on. We see small institutional buy-ins. They were institutional buy-ins. That's right here. Medium scale being surpassed by the outflow, but with that inflow small doing its thing today. But looking here though, Jace Mom, depending on, let's see this day chart, depending on your cost average, if you bought at this thing at $7.40 magically, I would average down at $4.50 even. We did see that. We did get close to that $4.55 today. Guys, if you want me to talk about a ticker, holy guacamole! All you have to do is send a super chat. Because, guys, once we come to the end of these super chats, we will be hanging it up. If we can't hit that 225 thumbs up, we at 209. We're getting close. If we can't hit that 225 before Jace Mom is done, or anyone that is sending super chats are done, we will be hanging it up. Okay, we already went past our time. That is fine, guys. Jace Mom wants to talk about 3 tickers, so she is buying you guys some time right now. So, with that being said, GRVI, Grove Inc. Guys, Grove Inc. What I am looking at here is how big of the drop was from that $6.24 high, recent high, to the recent low. And that is 4 days of trading, and we shot down close to $1.80. Now, looking at that $1.80 drop, low turnover rate today, small gain, so it's not expect to see a high turnover rate. But what was crazy is that high range number. Okay, got me a little concerned. But looking at the order flow distribution, large scale orders in the last 5 days, if we add those up, it is weighing heavy on the stock. Coming from the 16th, large scale order, large scale order, and large scale order. We do not see any on these last 2 days, but as you can see here, dropped 8.58%. As you can see here, the large scale orders does matter a lot. Seeing as though that the large scale order today did surpass the inflow only by 0.02%. The medium surpassed it, and the small inflow did its thing. So that being said, guys, we do see selling pressure on the stock. Now, looking at the days in the past, this thing tends to have some very spiky type of days. Now, guys, looking at this, I do call it a trade, not an investment just yet. Not an investment just yet, guys. I'll be looking to trade this, make some quick gains, and get out. Okay. Now, that being said, the next stock Jace Mom wants to talk about, and that is Lucid. You guys know about Lucid Motors, man. And you guys know about the Lucid Group. Oh, my man Black Nicholson is trying to put the seat up, huh? Well, we can do the seat. All right, let me see you guys flood that seat, and we'll run it till 5 o'clock. Just off the seats alone, guys. We'll run it to 5 o'clock just off the seats. I got to see a lot of seats, though, Black Nicholson. 1 or 2 seats is not going to cut it. Due to the fact that we're only 10 thumbs up away from our goal. Back to Jace Mom. Jace Mom wants to talk about Opad after this, so I won't forget about it. Now, seeing as though that we did see a 6.94% drop in price, isn't high at all, guys. It isn't too high at all. Let me make sure. Looking here though, guys, I'm looking at this chart. And we might see a gap here. Let me see. I see these small open gaps here. I want to say 20 bucks. No, yeah, anywhere between $19.89 and $20.76 is where the next gap fill can be happening. It's not too much of a gap, but we can be trading along those prices if. Now this is a big if. What's up, bro? When do you? My boy just said, "What's up, bruh?" What's up, bruh? When do you think? When do thing to sell? AEI and Ater. All right. We're gonna go over that really quickly after we get done talking about Opad. We're gonna talk about Ater and AEI after we talk about Opad. Okay. So, with that being said, let's finish talking about Lucid. Now, looking here at LCID, we do see that gap that needs to be filled. Let's take a look here at the analysis on the order flow distribution really quickly. We do see tremendous amounts of selling pressure on all three scales. Okay. Very huge selling pressure. That's why we see this drop in price. But looking here at those gaps, those gap ups, I do believe we'll come down further in price, guys. Overall, this thing could come down further in price. My boy Jace Mom. So with that being said, Jace Mom, depending on what your cost average, I wouldn't be touching the thing right now. If you did buy today at the 28.21, this is the time to be averaging down. Why? Because the volatility that we are seeing, this stock can come back and pick you up on today's trading alone. So you don't want to waste that dry powder just on that. Okay, trying to average down at this gap is trading off emotions. It actually is fear of missing out on a upcoming run. So guys, not even think about it. Opad. OPAD is another stock that Jace Moms wants to talk about. Looking at these key indicators, guys, OfferPad Solutions is seeing a drop from that $20.97 all the way down to $10.93. Now, it doesn't take a rocket science to know. This is the time you should be averaging down if you got caught at that $20.97. Period, guys. This is almost close to a 50% drop in price. So, with that being said, this is the time to be averaging down. Looking here at this week. The week is a red week, so I don't think this thing can go further. That is why I'm telling you guys this is time to be averaging down. I don't think we will go too much further. We did hit $10.92. We closed at $10.93. Looking here at the 1 minute chart, we closed very close to today's bottom. Okay, so seeing how that closed, guys, it is a very good indicator that this thing can continue to drop in price. Let's take a look here at that low turnover rate. Not too much. I don't like that range number being 14, 40, 64. Order flow distribution. The large scale orders in the last 5 days, we do not see any movement on the in or outflow, which is telling us something, guys. This stock is either can shoot down further in price if a large scale outflow come in, but it can pick back its own momentum up if a large scale inflow decides to come back in and close. Closing under the VWAP is a indicator that we will see some selling pressure on this thing. Maybe this aftermarket, maybe tomorrow's pre-market, but we're going to see some selling pressure on this stock. It's not done dropping. Now, my boy Gaza asks me, when do you think it is time to sell AEI and Ater? Okay, let's look at AEI really quickly. We've been looking at Ater for a lot, so we're going to answer your AEI. What it is, Hey guys, Gazee, what is your AEI average cost? Because it's hard for me to suggest to you when to sell this thing because I don't even own AEI right now. But I can tell you one thing about Ater though. Cash in some of your gains at $20. Me personally, I'm cashing in 80% of Ater once we hit $20. 80%. And my 20% is a decent amount for me to ride the lightning until we hit that 52-week high. Black Nicholson talking about some keep my ass working. 215. You guys are nuts. Nuts. We'll try. What is... Janae hit us with the mailbox. Okay, guys, we running this thing until 5 o'clock. And so with that being said, if you want a ticker to be spoken about really quickly, you might want to drop that super chat because we're hanging it up at 5 o'clock so I can start down that rundown video, guys. It is going to be some nice gems in there. Do not miss that rundown video. So we're going to be announcing our next play in the 1K challenge. Not only that, guys, I'm going to be dropping a major buy alert. Not only that, guys, we're going to be talking about the best stocks to buy tomorrow. Well, the best stocks to buy tomorrow and hold out throughout the week. So you guys do not want to miss that rundown video. So back to the topic at hand. AEI. Okay, AEI. Depending on your cost average. Google says $2. You got some gains in right now. Ghouls, I would lock in. Let me see this day chart. Let's see. You say you got a $2 cost average. Seeing that this thing just rocked up all the way to 342 on that type of buying. Turnover rate 40. Yeah, ghouls, lock in some of those gains right now. Even though it isn't much, I do believe this stock is going to get lower than $2, and I don't want you to be holding that bad. So lock in some now. And just in case if it doesn't get to $2, you still have some of your AEI shares to ensure your rocket ride. Here at the estimated borrow fee, 40.91%. Now let's take a look here at Ater. Ater is retracting from that very, very huge buying that we saw here in the pre-market. Bouncing off that VWAP right here, though, and coming up to 1876. A very good feeling, guys. Knowing that we have buying pressure still on this thing. Trading along the VWAP. Trading along the VWAP currently. I wouldn't sell ATER until it hit $20. Okay, now if you got a cost average lower than mine, okay, depending on your cost average, I will lock in some gains now. But we have that $4.70 cost average here in Ater. We're not locking in anything until we see $20. Okay, like I was telling you, we're coming from that 1910. 1910, guys. We're coming, yeah, so we should be challenging at 1910 sometimes this week with the type of buying pressure that we are seeing here in ATER. And I wouldn't sell ATER. You got a cost average $11. Whoa. 20, yeah, I wouldn't sell it even at $11.29. I wouldn't lock in. Whoa, Ater at $14.39. You guys are late to the party. How does that happen? Well, we know the channel grows all the time, so it's new subscribers jumping in. But with that being said, guys, do not sleep on those major buy alerts. We call those easy seats. Now, I wouldn't sell at your average cost at ATER until you see $20 like me. Lock in some of those gains at $20. I know for a fact we're going to $20. So I wouldn't suggest to sell ATER until we hit that. Once we hit the $20, I do believe we're going to retract a little bit. So just hold on to your ATER. I will keep you guys heavily informed on what I am doing with my Ater stock when I'm selling it. I don't plan on adding to the position whatsoever because I did kind of go heavy on it, guys. Went real heavy on it. So me averaging up isn't needed whatsoever. Now, next time we're going to talk about for Naomi is BROS, Bros, the Dutch Bros company. Shout out to you, Naomi. Now, as you can see here, guys, red day from yesterday. Yesterday, this thing saw $62. Today, it closed at $5.88. Let's take a look here at the 1 minute really quickly. Let's just see before we look at any key statistics. Right at the bell, 59.20. We did see some buying pressure coming on this stock right in the beginning of the day. Which, let's check out this order flow distribution. Let's see if we saw major. We did see the large scale order surpassing out the outflow throughout the trading day. I'm pretty sure that the small should be, yes, the small outflow is greater as well as the medium. Okay. But that large inflow was incredible today. Now, if these large-scale orders continue to come in the stock, like we are seeing, let us see another large-scale order tomorrow, guys. This stock should see a very heavy day of buying. Okay, because that will cause buying pressure. We're looking here at the day chart, guys, coming from 32 all the way to $62. People had a very great opportunity, close to doubling their money on an IPO less than 5 days of trading. Now, do I believe we'll come down to levels around $40 here pretty soon? No, I do not. I think we are comfortable between $48 and $62. Between that range, we should be trading between that range every single day until we find a medium. Now, this type of stock will give you great opportunities to buy at a high and sell at a low. Okay. So with that being said, Naomi, hold the stock. It's looking pretty good. I wouldn't sell it. I wouldn't sell it. Now, if you were caught at that $62 high, you can average down now. Or you can scalp this thing to 48. But I suggest to do it now because the $2 difference, it doesn't really make too much of a difference, guys. If you are a savvy investor. Now, looking here, though, let's take a look here at the order flow once again. Look at these large-scale orders in the last 5 days, guys. That is looking phenomenal. We need something like this in Ater to happen. More likes than viewers. Man, that's crazy, right? So you think AEI is done? No, Brandon, I don't think it's done. Let's go back to AEI. I don't think AEI is quite done. Alright, I'm going to say it's done, but it's done on the buying side for us. We're not going to be grabbing this thing just yet. Let it come down some more. Okay, because we can't even call this stagnant trading yet. It's kind of premature to call it that. But if this is stagnant trading, this thing can be on its next leg up or next leg down. But my guess is going to be on its next leg up. It's because you called yourself a noob, Chevy. I got you. And we're getting close to the time for us to boot off here in 10 minutes. Task. Looking here at Task. My boy Chevy. Silver Raven. I'm a Chevy guy as well. But nice growth here. This is what we call a stock that you invest in, guys. Nice call on this one, Chevy. This is a nice stock to invest in just by looking at the motion of the day chart. We already know what tasks do, so we don't have to look at that at the briefing. But let's take a look here at the 1 minute chart from today's trading. I know it's not going to be too much volatile. This is a fundamentally sound stock. And it's up and down. Really, we spend most of our time above the VWAP. We show higher signs above the VWAP than lower than the VWAP. James, I got you. Got you, James. We're going to talk about Cara next. Thoughts on Uber. N-U-R-O. Before you go, please. It can run. Hey, just no bones, man. I got all y'all. So we're finna keep this really brief. Task is a stock that you would invest in really quickly. I wouldn't bank on a quick gain, get in and get out type of situation. Large scale orders in the last 5 days is showing that selling pressure, massive amounts of selling pressure. So with that being said, I do believe Task can fall down further in price, even though that this thing is at a peak. It is going to see another downtrend here pretty soon towards levels around, let's say $60, between $60 and $64. Now, the next type we're going to take a look at is NRUO, Noro 5. We're going to be looking here at Neuro Matrix, guys. Looking here at the 1 minute chart from today's trading. We see some huge volatile spikes. 11.16, then spiking to 12.94, then dropping down to 11.74. And then coming back in the aftermarket hours to 12.59. Huge volatility on today's trading. Up and down, up and down. Let's take a look at the day chart. Okay, Neuro did see a nice trading day, 26% yesterday, and we are down. Like I was telling you guys, Neuro is going to find its way in a nice swing cycle. It's giving us opportunity to buy at a low and sell at a high. Now, with that, taking that into consideration, guys, and see that we see a red day today isn't anything to panic about. Okay, this was expected to happen. Now, just only dropping 8.6%, and we're up in the aftermarket hours, guys, should put a even bigger smile on your face. Yeah, man, I gotta keep them fake apes in a place, man. You know what I'm saying? They're just following. Anybody that is buying AMC is a sheep and not a shepherd. What was another stock you guys want to look at? Cara really quickly. You got 7. But all in all, Neuro isn't done. This is the time to be buying the stock on this red day, because I'm more than sure that this thing is going to push past yesterday's high, which is $13.45. Tomorrow, we should be passing that tomorrow. Let's take a look here at Cara. CARA, guys, one of the most fundamentally sound stocks that we talk about here. CARA has just been moving slowly but surely. This is the type of stock that builds support levels on its way up. This is the type of stock that you want to invest in. This isn't a trade. This is more of an investment. And as you can see here, low volume today. We have been seeing some low volume in CARA a lot lately. Very spotty trading. Just by looking at this graph here with all these spots on it, you should already know the volume was undervalued today. Now, the average value being 1. Thanks for the super chat. Jenny sent us another super chat. I really do appreciate those super chat, guys. It really does go a very, very long way. But CARA, let's take a look here at CRA's Growth Acquisition Fueling Company. Growth. Nothing to do with CARA. Take a look here at the analysis, order flow distribution. Of course, we do not see any large-scale movements on the 21st and the 22nd, which is today, but we do see some selling pressure on the small, but slight buying pressure on the medium scale. Jenny, thanks again for that super chat. It really does help us out here on the channel. Okay, so with that being said, looking here, guys, just had to check something really quickly. Make sure that the live stream connection is still well, because my phone is tripping right now. The phone is tripping right now. Looking here at Cara, though, Cara is standing strong, guys, through all the volatile market that we are seeing. Cara is still holding up. Maybe because these institutions are holding us up. They own 63.88% of the free float. Okay, these companies been around for a while. Like I was telling you guys, it takes 12 years for a FDA For a company to get a product approved by the FDA, that is start to finish. So these hedge funds was expected to cash in, lock in some of those gains on this news, the FDA approval. I don't blame them, guys, because they've been here for quite a while and they deserve keeping this company afloat until the FDA got approved. Now, look at Janine's message. Wow. Janine wants to check out the in and outflow for, hold on, guys. IWMI, Janine, we have you. I got you on that play. Just finished talking about Cara here really quickly. And please, guys, Janine is the last person we're going over, so do not send any super chats. Any super chats that will be sent from here on out, I can't talk about it, but I will appreciate it 100%, guys. If you just want to say thank you or anything like that, you are still open to do that, but we will not be talking about any other tickers besides Janae's outflow. She want to check out the Janine want to check out the outflow for WIMI, so I'm gonna close the door with her, guys. But all in all, as you can see here, Cara is sitting strong, guys. I know a lot of people were having their doubts to see that this thing sold off on the FDA approval, but now people are starting to feel different about Cara. People are starting to see the strength in it. People are starting to see the fundamentals behind it. People are starting to see the future outlook on it. So with that being said, stake your Cara, if you ask me. Now we're going to talk about Janine wants to talk about WIMI. Let's check out the order flow distribution for this thing. WIMI saw a huge day today. As you can see here, opening at $4 even and seeing a high $5.23. Closing at $4.21. Currently sitting at $4.16. Let's take a look here at this order flow distribution for you, Janine. Large scale, of course, surpassed it. The medium did outdo the outflow. But if we add up these numbers, we're going to have to call this buying pressure overall. Let's take a look here and see what's going on in the pre-market. Let's see what's going on in the pre-market. So yeah, the pre-market was trending, so we did see some buying pressure on that. Let's take a look back at the analysis. So all in all, if we really look at it, guys, it was more large scale movement coming in this stock if we consider the pre-market. Okay, and that small inflow was much greater if we can consider the pre-market. But on Webull, those indicators do not show us in the pre-market. So with that being said, we see some institutional candles pulling into the stock. Expect those to raise out of there once they see fit on the gains that they have made. Let's check the institutional holdings on this thing really quickly so I can give you. Only 2.88% isn't much, so they don't have too much sway in this thing. And checking out this day chart. Okay, I'm expecting WIMI to see a red day tomorrow. We did not build any support levels on this huge spike, so expect this thing to come down around $3.89 tomorrow. Between $3.89 and $3.50. We should close between those areas in WIMI. Okay. Now, with that being said, guys, it is 5 o'clock Central Time. And with that being said, I want to let you guys go. We have been here for quite some time. Now, don't forget today's rundown video, guys. We're going to be dropping some bombs in there. Good plays, easy money plays. We're going to be talking about the 1K challenge, our new play in that. We're still holding Cara, though, guys. We're just looking to speed up the process for anyone that doesn't want to hold Cara until the next play, guys. We're just going to be putting the second play out there. So if you want to hold both of them, that will be the smart thing to do. But if you can't afford that, guys, it is okay to liquidate your Cara shares for the small profit that you have and jumping into this second play. So with that being said, guys, you guys have a good one. And don't forget, let's get ready to make some money.